Warning, members of the podcast are not professional analysts and are bound to make unreasonable and uneducated claims, which should not be taken seriously.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the At the 50 podcast. Are you ready to rumble? Okay, so this week we're going to go over our preseason reviews that we had
Bad they were.
the very first episode.
They were very terrible.
Actually, I did pretty good, so.
I had a couple that were pretty decent.
We should probably get back to work.
Oh, yeah.
Make sure that we can see properly.
That would help.
Yeah, it can be seen. Alright. That was a great intro, by the way.
All right.
Well then, which side do we want to start with?
Let's go ahead and start with the AFC South because I'm pretty sure that I have the absolutely worst result, basically. So, we're going to start with the Colts. Okay, so I predicted the Colts go 12-5. At the beginning of the season, that wasn't Yeah, now it's funny. At the beginning of the season, you said, yeah, maybe 11-6, right? So, okay, I had them losing to, like, the Jags, the Titans once, the Raiders, the Cowboys. We lost, like, how many more games did we? What, 8? 8 more of those games? Yeah, then I had the Titans going 10-7. They were terrible.
Wrong.
They were 7-10 actually, so I mean you just flipped it.
3 games off. Bad. Jags 3-14. I could not have been. That's about as bad. That's about as bad as the Colts prediction was as well. I had them beating the Colts, which they did both times.
Once.
Once. Okay. And then they had them beating the Texans and the Jets, which I think they did win all those games.
Actually, no, the Jags did beat the Colts both times.
They did.
I'm pretty sure.
Anyways,
they beat
then I
them,
had
like,
the Texans
24-3.
going 4-13. That's pretty accurate.
Yeah.
I think they went 3-13-1, so I was like half a game behind.
Yeah, 3-3-1.
Half a
Yep.
game ahead.
All right, we're going with the AFC North now?
Yep.
So I was actually not too far off. I had the Bengals going 13-4, and I think they went 13-3, didn't they?
12-4.
12-4, so one game off, not too bad. I was correct about the Ravens beating them the first time. Not correct about the first 2 games of the season where they lost, but I was wrong about them losing to the Chiefs in the regular season and to the Bucks. The Bills won, you know how that went, didn't count, so I don't know if it counted against me.
Funny enough, the NFLPA medical guy released a statement saying that he is 100% sure that DeMar Hamlin will play professional football again.
Yeah.
And DeMar Hamlin commented on that post don't know how they came to that one because I don't know for myself.
Yeah, I guess he's just taking a personal look on how the events and just saying.
It's the NFL trying
Basically,
to.
the NFLPA guy was saying that there was a 100% chance of DeMar Hamlin playing again, and DeMar Hamlin's not sure if he wants to play.
Yeah, that's what.
There's a
That's what.
100% chance that he'll
Basically-
be medically able to play again.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he should have said.
It's the NFL once
Like-
again trying to get as much money as they can out of players.
I mean-
so.
Yeah. Next, I had the Ravens going 13-4. Also,
A little off, 10-7.
a little bit off. They had Lamar hurt for a majority of the season, but
And crying about it. Washed $300 million contract.
I was right about them losing to the Bengals at the end of the season, though.
Who the hell asked for $250 guaranteed?
And have a bad season like that.
Yeah.
Which also, I'd like to point out, I was wrong that I said the Ravens were going to win the division. Bengals did. Who did?
Bengals were? Or Ravens were?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Steelers 16-11. I think I was pretty close on that one. Wasn't I?
16
6 and 11.
6-11, not 6.
6 same.
16-11.
They were 9-8. They had a pretty good year.
Kind of off.
Remember, he's Mike Tomlin's the 500 Reaper.
No,
No
true,
500
true.
anymore, so he has to go 9-8. Obviously.
Or like he did last year, you could just tie and somehow make it to the playoffs still.
Did
And-
they go 8-1 last year?
Yeah, and made the fucking
Of course
playoffs.
they did, bro.
They went 8-1 and made the fucking playoffs. That's bullshit. I'm sorry, but
$6 in the jar.
I don't give a fuck. I'm not doing that.
7.
Browns. I had 5-12, which was
7
close
and
enough.
10, so
Close
pretty
enough.
close. I mean, you had
So-
the idea that they were gonna be shit.
Not bad.
Hey,
Not bad.
Jacoby Brissett carried them to those.
Yeah.
2.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, though. He was actually smart on, a majority of the quarterbacks in the league. He tossed to the best wide receiver in the Browns. So,
Yeah.
He was
I don't know.
he wasn't bad. That's probably his best season, I think,
Yeah.
in a long time.
AFC West next. I did a pretty abysmal job here. First of all, I had the Chargers winning the division at 15-2.
The powerhouse
I-
division.
That wasn't a bad prediction, though.
Because I thought that just their defense with all of the additions and their offense with all the additions were just going to be like way too overpowered.
We're gonna click.
Turns out they're just still medical staff. Just can't keep players
Brandon
healthy.
Staley is just a really mediocre coach,
Yeah,
I feel
he's
like.
pretty bad too.
And they'll never fire him.
Then I
Yeah.
think I got the Chiefs right. I had them going 13-4, which actually they went 14-3, so
Yeah.
I was one off. But that's an okay prediction. Here's where I really dropped the ball here. Broncos had them going 10-7. A little off there. They ended up going 5-12.
Let him cook.
The Raiders. See, everyone told me that I was dumb for thinking they were going to be bad this year. I actually had them being better than they did in real life. I had them going 7-10, and they went 6-11. So I was only one game off though. So, yep, that's pretty good. Also, I'd just like to say that one of the Chargers' losses I had to the Colts. So, you don't want to talk about that bit.
Moving on to the AFC East, I am going to go ahead and say Patriots, kind of a letdown. Jets did a lot better than a lot of people thought they were going to do. But starting with the Bills, I had them losing against the Rams week 1 because, then
We did not know the Rams
we did
were
not
gonna be that booty.
Rams were going to be awful. But I had the Bills going 13-4. I think I was about there.
13-3. Then they didn't play against the Bengals.
They would have lost that game
They were
anyways.
getting their butts wiped. So
I had their floor being
Yeah, they were down by a whole
12-5, and I had their ceiling like the best they could do, probably going
and the Bengals were in
16-1.
the red zone.
And then the Patriots, I had them going 11-6. They did not. I had their floor being 9-8 and their ceiling being 13-4. I thought just with a little bit more development on Mac Jones, they would have done a little bit more.
Mac Jones regressed, and what's his name?
Bailey Zappi.
Bailey Zappi.
Bailey
yeah.
Zappi showed up for a little bit. So that's nice.
And then with the Dolphins, it was kind of like, didn't know if they were going to do really good. Yeah, with Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. Tua was still kind of a mystery.
Yeah.
I had them going 8-9, which I was kind of close on. Or I think did I get that right?
The Dolphins were 9-8.
Okay. I had their floor being 7-10 and their ceiling being 10-7.
Yeah.
So they performed pretty much the way that I thought they would have. And then with the Jets, I did abysmal on this one. I had them going 4-13, their floor being 2-15, and their ceiling being 6-11. Didn't they go? They had 7 wins.
7-10.
Yeah,
Yeah.
7-10.
I mean,
So-
they were like a 7-3 team at one point, and then they kind of just were like, "Hey, let's lose 7 games."
So overall, with the rankings, the Bills did win. Their conference. Is it conference, right?
No, division.
Division.
Conference is
Yeah.
all the teams.
I always get it confused for some reason. Dolphins were second, and then Patriots were
Jets.
last.
Patriots and Jets.
Okay.
Jets were last.
Uh,
Yep.
I guess I'll just continue with the East, and then we'll just work our way back.
yeah.
All right. So going on to the NFC.
Wait, Van, did you find the score of that game, or is that not what
I
you're
couldn't
looking
find it.
at?
Okay. Well,
What was the score when they canceled the game?
It was 7-3.
Oh. So
Oh.
What-
So
who's
I
winning?
thought they had 17.
Who was winning
I
it?
was-
Bengals were winning that
They were
7-3.
They were in the red zone too.
I had so with that
They were half midfield.
I had the Bengals-Bills game going a loss towards the Bills or a toss-up.
I thought the
so,
Bills were going to lose, so they probably would have.
But moving on to the NFC East, we are going to start with the Cowboys. I had the Cowboys going 11-6, with their floor being 9-8 and their ceiling being 14-3. I think they definitely performed a little better than a lot of people thought they were going to, especially with the loss of what's his name?
Dak.
No, went to the Browns. The wide
Amari
receiver,
Cooper.
Amari Cooper.
I thought you were talking about
But-
Zeke and how he
Well,
went
yeah.
from being really good to not good. But he's
Well,
actually okay this season.
Tony Pollard picked up slack.
Yeah, he put the team on his back.
They are, in
mean,
fact,
Zeke's up.
not them boys anymore. Never will be, but I hate the Cowboys.
Yeah, they finished 12-5.
moving on to the Eagles, I had them going 12-5 with their floor being 9-8 and their ceiling being 14-3.
It's not bad.
So I was kind of there, but they did a lot better than a lot of other people just thought they were going to do. Commanders 6-11, floor being 3-14, ceiling being 7-10. I think they basically performed the way a lot of people were going.
Yeah, they were 8-8.
Yeah.
8-1, yeah.
Giants.
Better than most people thought they were gonna be.
Kind of.
New Jersey continues to laugh at me. I completely disregarded both of their teams. The Giants, I had them going 5-12 with a floor of 3-14 and a ceiling of 8-9. I kind of hopped on the bandwagon of the Giants throughout the season because, you know, it's always fun to root for the underdog. Glad they did a lot better. And I had them at the bottom of their division. I said with Eagles, Cowboys, Giants, and Commanders, correct? Yeah, so. Otherwise, I don't think I did too bad with the predictions. I got the winners correct. I had the losers wrong.
Did the Cowboys go in 9-8, right?
Yes. Or I had them going 11-2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, not too far off.
Not 11-2, but 11 wins was right.
11 wins, yeah, whatever.
11-6.
11-6.
Split them won 13 games. But all right, next I have the NFC West, and again, just another clusterfuck of a division. I mean, all the teams I thought were gonna do good, just kind of like division, just went to shit. So, starting off, I had the 49ers. The 49ers finished top of the division at 13-4. I was kind of close on that one. I had them being 12-5. So I'm liking that pick there. Then the Seahawks went 9-8, and I had them going 6-11. And everyone made fun of me. They're like, Seahawks are going to be 2 wins, 1 win. They're not. They're going to be terrible. Second worst team in the league next to the Bears. I saw that one a lot. Press sent me a bunch of videos about that. And you know what? They really stepped up and went 9-8 and made the playoffs. I'm pretty happy with
A
that.
lot of underdogs really, proved themselves this
yeah.
season. So it was a weird season.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And then I had and then next in the league, or in the division, was the Rams at 5-12. And
You predicted it. I forgot.
I flipped the Rams actually at 12-5. Thought they were going to be good again. Didn't expect the most awful collapse of all time, like the worst Super Bowl champ I think in history.
Makes you think something may be right there. I don't know. The Bengals
No,
Bengals sure won.
They sold their souls for that win.
Rams won.
I mean, I get the Rams had like a shit ton of injuries this season, but that should not affect how poorly, that
Well,
does not.
to be fair though, their O-line, they lost Andrew Whitworth, which for some reason was the only good O-lineman, and their O-line was only good when he was on the roster.
He's
so.
definitely a Hall of Famer.
Hey, trivia. What other team?
Bengals.
I'm not asking you. I know you know the answer.
I knew it as well, yeah. Because
I think Nico would.
you didn't think I know that?
It's like common knowledge.
Yeah, that's pretty.
To know all the teams an O lineman has played for?
Yes.
Andrew Whitworth, yeah.
Well, that's the point. I wanted to see if you knew.
Okay. And then next, the last team in the division was the Cardinals, who I had going 9-8. So I was only 5 games off. It's close enough. I mean, but this is just like horseshoes, close enough.
Cardinals were worse than they were last year. They're such a
But yeah, they made the
disappointing.
playoffs last year.
They're such
irrelevant and
They are such a
boring.
disappointing team to watch and to be a fan of.
Yeah.
Imagine being a fan of Arizona.
I couldn't.
Next, we're going over to Jaden's predictions.
Our friend Jaden.
As you guys could recall, our friend Jaden made a prediction because he's a Bears fan.
Wait, you have it?
I have it, yeah.
Oh, you sent it to me.
So he had the Vikings going 12-5. Not bad. Game off, 13-4. Yeah, pretty good. But they were like the biggest frauds ever when they entered the playoffs.
Yeah, that was kind of
Clear tells there was really clear signs of that throughout the season.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think they were the only team that made the playoffs with a negative 4 points against.
Next, he had Green Bay at 9-8.
Not
These were game off, but they really did not perform well this season whatsoever. Bad chemistry, bad, just a lot.
Aaron Rodgers.
Devontae Adam trade.
Jamal Williams really stepped up too, so that helped the Lions take over.
Yeah, that is true.
Packers.
Which he had the Lions going 6-11, I do believe. Yeah,
I
6-11.
really like that Jamal Williams stepped up because he's a bit of a what's the word?
An anime connoisseur.
Yes. So how can you hate on people for watching anime when one of the best running backs in the league,
Who's getting paid millions, by the way, is a fan.
Yeah.
And deliberately... What did you say? The village hidden the...
First swag Kazakage, leader of the hidden village of the D.
Or what
Den,
was
I
it?
think
The
he said.
Den? Yeah.
Yeah, because that's what they call
The
it.
Raikage.
They call the Lions the Lions Den.
All right. Then he had the Bears going 2-15.
Pretty close.
He was one game off.
You know, I don't think that one of the two games they're gonna win. Well, yeah, he thought they were gonna win 2 games. I don't think one of them was gonna be against the 49ers. Feels like a fever dream now. Like, how did that happen?
Wasn't that the Blood Bowl?
Yeah.
Also, weren't the Bears 2-0 at one point?
I think
So.
Really?
I think so.
I think they won their 2 opening games.
And then everyone's like, "Oh my God, the Bears!" And then they lost 10 straight or something.
Yeah.
But what's funny is Bears, worst team in the league. We can all agree. Still more fun to watch, more relevant than the Cardinals.
Yes!
It's so
It was more fun to watch, like...
But the Jets or the Patriots
I think
than...
the reason for that is
Literally.
the Cardinals. I mean, sure they have DeAndre Hopkins and
Who might get traded.
the
I've
midget
seen a
Murray.
couple things.
They got those two. And it's like, I mean,
Little injuries
Murray
are
can
that.
be a fun player to watch, but he's really not. But Justin Fields with the Bears was honestly the most exciting player to watch. Not because he was really good, but just because, like, he was just like...
He wanted to win.
I mean, he'd have pressure on him. And everyone likes it when there's pressure and then a quarterback gets out of it. There'd be pressure on him, and then he would turn into like a 70-yard touchdown. I mean, he really took over that running back role.
We should trade them our first-round pick for him.
No.
But
What? You
again,
don't like Justin
people
Fields?
No, I like it. It was just like,
People
bro.
think Justin Fields is this. He's only a running back. He's really
He's
shit.
not.
I mean, obviously he's gonna look like a running back.
Well, he has
And
no
yet,
receivers to
no
throw to.
receivers, no line,
Oh my gosh! How many times are you going to cuss in this video?
no line.
You know how much I have to edit,
He's got a good tight end. His defense plays like puppies.
Penalty box, get out.
Out!
Now
Get out.
I'm done now.
Get out. Take his mic away.
2 minutes.
Get out.
No.
2-minute penalty.
Nope.
2-minute penalty. Turn his mic off.
Yep, mute his mic.
Mute his mic. What mic is he?
I don't know.
I think it's like...
Yeah.
I'm not.
Hey, Price. Get him out of here. Penalty box.
What am I, escorting him out?
Yeah, get him out.
Just keep going. Just keep going.
All right, let's go. Come on, continue.
Okay, so I think I also did the NFC South predictions. The Buccaneers, I believe I predicted them 12-5, and I thought that was like I was like, it's probably like a generous record. They ended up going 8-9, and they won the division, which is ridiculous. It's such an embarrassment to the NFC South. Panthers, Saints, and Falcons all went 7-10. I'm pretty sure I predicted the Saints to go second, then the Falcons, then the Panthers, but it ended up being Panthers, Saints, Falcons in that order. So essentially, my prediction for like the hierarchy of the division was completely wrong. My records weren't that far off, or record predictions weren't that far for the Saints and Falcons. I could not care less about the NFC South. They're so boring. The Buccaneers are terrible. The Panthers are always terrible. They've been bad since Cam Newton. The Saints, I kind of like the Saints, but like the Falcons, I hate watching any game that involves any of these teams. They don't score any damn points. They don't play good defense. They are boring. The play calling is awful, and I'm not watching any.
Actually, some of them have some of the lowest points allowed.
a lot of people say the AFC South is going to be is super boring. Here's the thing, though. When you look at the AFC South now, you have the Titans, who are finally, they're on their downfall. They're not.
Finally.
Like, the Colts, they're absolutely shit, and we have all this decent talent, and then we have a first-round pick, and then you look at, the Jaguars, who are looking to become the new contenders, like the new dominant, contenders for the AFC South. T-Law's balling out, and they're getting Calvin Ridley next year. So you're looking
Back
at
from his gambling system.
You're looking at a potential dark horse for the playoffs. Could make it to a championship. That's my prediction.
Okay, part of me really wants Calvin Ridley to get in trouble again for gambling, just because of how funny that would be. But
yeah, just ruin his career because it would be funny.
I mean, it'd be a little funny.
What if he just is gambles away billions of dollars just for fun?
Billions?
I think it would
What I don't understand is, so when he gambles on games, he's only suspended his season, but whenever Pete Rose does it, he's banned from the league. Can't be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, Pete Rose should be in the Hall of Fame. That's
okay, but Calvin Ridley was just betting on his team to win. That's it. Money line, Falcons to win. That was what he was betting.
What was Pete Rose betting on?
I'm pretty sure Pete Rose was a wide variety. That was the sportsbook connoisseur.
Hey, the leagues would be a lot more fun
If people bet on themselves to lose and then play bad.
No, the league would be a lot more fun if people just start using steroids, using performance-enhancing drugs.
Just watch Major League Baseball.
Turn to the hole.
From 1990 to 2004.
Dude, Aaron Judge is
Beating each
completely
other up.
natty.
I mean,
Well, he's been that size his whole life, so.
He
Now-
came out the womb 6'7".
Yeah.
now Price is probably going to have to cut this out.
Alright guys, thanks for watching the video. We are going to be doing a live stream for the Super Bowl this weekend. Hopefully. We're really excited. We want to get a lot of chat participation. We know there's not a lot of people who watch, but,
We want all three of our viewers.
We appreciate all of the viewers. I have just have to say, we're a little behind on uploading videos, so this is going to be one.
maybe,
oh my God.
maybe if other people would help him, then he wouldn't be.
Oh yeah, maybe.
One of this is going to be one of three that are going to be uploaded around maybe the same time. But yeah, I'm going to try my best, my hardest to get that out. We're working on, we got a state competition right now for our class, which one of our videos, or a couple of our videos are going to be posted.
Can you stop
for that?
whoever's doing that?
Yeah,
It's fan.
It's not.
Anyway, yeah, we hope to get those out, and thank you so much for watching. Subscribe,
hit that bell button, ring it.
Yep. And Hooday
For the shoe.
Go Hawks.
Shut up!